Hi, earlier I asked some of you to ask me some questions on my Facebook like page, and I said I would answer them in a video. So I think I have about 8 or 9 questions, and I'm kind of drunk right now, so I'm gonna answer them to the best of my ability. Here we go. Sly asks, how did you get started with modeling? Well, some fucking drunk asshole said I was really pretty one time, and I kind of let it go to my head, and I just started modeling after that. But seriously, my friend Amanda is a photographer, and she asked me to model for her one time, and we just kind of went around downtown Phoenix and to a junkyard and took some pictures there. And you can actually see those pictures on, I think it's under Alt Studios, is the gallery, the photo album, whatever, on Facebook. If you want to check it out, that's my very first photo shoot ever. Then after that, I posted those pictures on Model Mayhem, and sorry, I'm drunk. This guy that owns a studio in Tempe, Arizona, messaged me, and he said he wanted to work with me. So after that, it just kind of took off, I guess, and I made some really cool friends from modeling, and as you can see, and I have a whole bunch of new pictures since then, so it's really cool. Justin asked, what did you want to be when you were a kid? I wanted to be Spider-Man. No. I always wanted to do something. I knew I always wanted to do something really artistic and creative. Growing up, I was always that kid that was drawing instead of doing their work. So I always just wanted to do something really artistic. I don't really draw that much anymore, but I kind of express my creativity through makeup and my photos. So as for what I want to be, I want to be a makeup artist. I'm in the process of getting certified right now, so hopefully something awesome will come from that. I'm sure it will, so stay tuned for that. Tanya asks, I have a question for you. Why are you so fucking pretty? Genetics and really good makeup. And I think that's it. Yeah. Missy asks, what are some of your influences that shaped you into who you are today? Growing up, I was always into the Spice Girls, but I was also into alternative 90s rock, early 90s music. My favorite Spice Girl was always Posh Spice. I always thought she was really cool and really well put together, and I always kind of wanted to be like her. If me and my friends would play the Spice Girls or whatever, I would always be Posh Spice. And I think some more fictional characters, comic book characters, video game characters, and movie and TV people, characters from TV shows. I like to think that everyone just takes little aspects from their favorite fictional characters and incorporates them into their personality. I just think that's what I personally think, but I could be wrong. I don't know. Let me know what you think. I don't know. Let's see. Leslie asks, who are your top 5 favorite video game characters of all time? All time. Okay. Well, my number 1 will always be Chun-Li from Street Fighter. Every time we play Street Fighter game, I always have to play as her. She's always been my fucking favorite. I just think she's the coolest. And my second favorite would probably be Bayonetta. Bayonetta is my favorite PlayStation 3 game, and I just think she's really awesome. She doesn't really. I know a lot of people say that she's slutty or whatever, but I think her thing is I'm really hot, but I'm not really hot for you. You can look at me, but you can't touch, that sort of thing. And that's kind of how I am. I'm like a cat. I have to like warm up to you and like get to know you. Like most people just think I'm a fucking bitch. Anyways, I'm rambling. My number 3 would probably be Princess Peach. If like she's a playable character in like any Mario game, like I'll always play as her. Like in Super Smash Bros. Brawl, like I always annoy everyone with her like super move because I always get that little ball thing and like make her eat all the peaches. That's 3. 4 off the top of my head would probably be Balthier from Final Fantasy XII. Like I always thought he was like really smooth and like really well put together, and like I like the idea of like sky pirates. Like I think it's kind of cool, and I don't know. I just thought he was like really cute. So Balthier was really cool. 4, 5. Who deserves my number 5 spot? I don't know. Maybe Ryu. I always had a crush on him, like ever since I was 5. Again, he's a Street Fighter character, in case you didn't know. Yeah, I just think Ryu is pretty cool. And yeah, so that's kind of my top 5. It'll probably change in like an hour or something. Like my favorite video game character's always changing, so yeah. Cricket Henry asked, what and or who inspires you most, past, present, and future? I've always been kind of like really inspired by like old 80s like artwork, like Patrick Nagel and like stuff like that. Like you can actually, I'm wearing like the Duran Duran Radio shirt, and you can like see Patrick Nagel's artwork on the cover. Like that's Patrick Nagel, and he always did stuff for like Playboy and everything too in the 80s. Also like cyberish type stuff. I don't really want to say like cyber, not like cyber goth, but more like robotic type things, I guess, which I guess could be incorporated into cyber goth. I don't fucking know. But yeah, like cyber type things, like robots and like androids, which is kind of like kind of the reason why I have like machine in my stage name. I've always like really liked stuff like that, and I just think they're really cool. Like I always thought, like I kind of have like a bot fetish, I guess. Like I always thought they were kind of cool. Miss Sarah Gonzalez asks, oh, your most listened to album? That would probably be version 2.0 by Garbage. Garbage has always been like one of my favorite bands, and they're like my go-to band if I'm like depressed or like if I'm feeling sad, or I just want to listen to some really fucking good music. Like I